Ever heard of a history book so scandalous, so explosive, that its author had to hide it until after his death? Welcome to the wild world of Procopius and his secret history. Procopius of Caesarea was the official court historian for the Byzantine Emperor Justinian the Great. In his public works, like the wars and the buildings, he paints a picture of a glorious empire led by a wise and powerful ruler. Justinian is the restorer of Roman glory, a pious Christian, a brilliant legislator. His wife, the Empress Theodora, is depicted as equally regal and devout. It's the kind of history you'd expect from someone whose job depended on the emperor's favor. But Procopius had another side, a much, much angrier side. While publicly praising the imperial couple, he was secretly writing a completely different account, a no-holds-barred takedown that we now call the Secret History. And let me tell you, it is juicy. In this hidden book, Justinian isn't a great ruler. He's a demon in human form. Procopius literally claims Justinian was a shapeshifter, whose head would sometimes detach from his body and float around the room. He accuses him of being a tyrant who bankrupted the empire, caused endless suffering, and was responsible for millions of deaths. The grand building projects, just vanity. The legal reforms, a mess. And then there's Theodora. The official story presents her as a Corolla, a woman of great intelligence and piety. In the Secret History, she's portrayed as a ruthless, power-hungry monster with a past so scandalous it would make a modern tabloid blush. Procopius claims she came from the lowest rungs of society, a performer in the circus, known for her lewd acts. He describes her early life with graphic, almost obsessive detail, painting her as a woman of insatiable appetites who used her charms to claw her way to the very top. So, which version is true? The glowing public praise, or the vicious secret takedown? Historians have been debating this for centuries. Was Procopius a brave truth-teller, risking everything to expose the corruption he saw? Or was he a bitter, disgruntled courtier, taking out his personal frustrations in a private manuscript? The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. The Secret History is undoubtedly filled with exaggeration and personal animosity. The stories about Justinian being a literal demon are, let's say, a bit hard to believe. But it also gives us a fascinating glimpse behind the curtain of imperial power. It shows us the fears, the rumors, and the intense political backstabbing that defined the Byzantine court, while his public works give us the official, polished version of the era. The Secret History provides the raw, unfiltered gossip. It's a reminder that history is often written by the winners, but sometimes the losers get to write their own version too, even if they have to wait until they're safely in the grave. It reveals the human, and often ugly, side of figures we usually only see cast in marble and gold mosaics. So the next time you read about the great Emperor Justinian, remember Procopius, the historian who smiled and nodded in public, all while secretly sharpening his pen to write one of the most scathing character assassinations in history. It's a powerful lesson that there are always two sides to every story, and sometimes the most interesting one is the one that was never meant to be read. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed diving into the hidden corners of history, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more. See you next time.